Hello student. In the previous class student, just we have to solve the exercise 1.1 and the very introductive part of sets we have to discuss where, because the definition of set we have to discuss, as well as we have to discuss the various type of questions that should be mentioned in your NCERT book. Is it to be clear? Today student, we are going to start the next part, introduction to the exercise 1.2. we are going to start here, because here the some types of sets we have to describe, and according to that we have to recognize the particular type of sets. Again, this is the very basic part, and the name is to be given, the name of set is to be given, then according to that we have to search the particular type of set. Is it to be clear? So in this exercise, again student, you have to just listen the carefully each and everything. According to that, definitely you will get understand that concept, and you can just solve the NCERT exercise 1.2 also. Is it to be clear? So we will start the types of sets today. We will discuss the some examples also, where how the particular type of set is to be get recognized, and somewhere any of the set is to be written in the set builder form, and somewhere any of the set is to be written in the roster form. So there should be no problem, I think, because in the previous videos just we have to solve many of the questions related to the set builder form and roster form. So there should be no ambiguity, and there should be no problem related to this part, how the roster form is to be get converted into the set builder, or set builder is to be get converted into the roster. Is it to be clear? So basically student, today we are going to start the types of sets. Types of sets. So what are the basic types of sets we have to discuss about this thing? Is it to be clear? So many examples we will discuss where any type of set is to be considered, means according to the particular given elements we have to describe the particular name of the sets. So in this sequence student, the very first set, that should be known as the empty set. That should be known as the empty set. Sometime this empty set is also said to be the null set. This is also said to be the null set, or sometime it is also said to be the void set also. Is it to be clear? So there are so many names of this particular type of set is to be provided here. Sometime empty set, null set, or void set, all these names are to be given to this particular set. So as per the name specifies that empty set. So basically student, I think you know very well about the empty. Empty word means definitely it will contain no single element, means not a single element will be contained by this particular type of set. Then this is said to be the empty set. So basically, if we have to write the proper definition of this empty set, means here the number of elements will be 0. You can say that. You can say that the total number of elements that should be satisfied with any of the set is known as 0. Means you can say that in this kind of set, no element is to be included. Is it to be clear? And you can say in a very simple word, basically the name of this set is empty set. So basically you can say that in this particular kind of set, there should be no particular or individual element is to be mentioned. Is it to be clear? And a very proper notation is to be also there. Student, it should be specified, or it should be represented by a specific symbol, and that symbol is known as the phi. Is it to be clear? So it is represented by phi. So this is the symbol, and how we will read this symbol? PHI phi. Is it to be clear? So you can remember this thing. Always any of the phi will be written in the case of set, then this is declared as the empty set. Means you can write down like this also. Suppose any phi is to be written, then we have to just open the curly braces and close the curly braces. No single element is to be get there. Is it to be clear? So basically student, any phi is to be get the proper symbol of any empty of the set. So empty set is generally represented by the symbol phi. Always we have to use this symbol. Anywhere else, now a very big confusion is to be there. Suppose any example we have to take. Suppose any set A is to be written like this. Suppose any set A is to be written like this, or any set B is to be written like this. Then which set is said to be the empty set and which is not said to be the empty set. We have to keep in mind this thing always, because there will be some confusion related to this symbol. Here in this case, this is not empty set, this is not taken as the empty set, and here this is taken as empty set, taken as empty set. Listen carefully, student, because here this particular symbol phi will be the element of this particular set, because here the curly braces are to be used for the set, and definitely anything else about these curly braces is to be written here, then definitely this particular means it is the element of this set, it is element of set A. So if any of the element is to be available, then this is not considered as the empty set. So basically, student, here this particular type of formation is always said to be the empty set. So always we have to mention the phi, means you can use either this symbol or you can make this proper format of any of the empty set, but generally, student, we have to use this particular symbol to represent any of the empty set. Is that to be clear? So we have to keep in mind the definition. Empty set, void set or null set means you can say that if any of the set which contain no element, any set which contain no element, this is said to be the empty set. Then generally it should be represented by the symbol phi, and phi can be also represented by this open this curly braces and just close, means we will not write anything here, then this is considered as the empty set. And here we can see this example, student. In both the examples you can just understand this particular A is to be written like this, means this is not to be taken as the empty set, because here this particular thing is considered as the element of this set A, means the here number of element of this set will A will be 1, but in this case B equals to 5, so you can say that this is taken as the empty set. Is it to be clear? So just we have to discuss the various some example also here. So you have to pause the video to note it down these things, then after we will start the some example also, so that you will get the clarify each and everything. Is it to be clear? So just we have to take the some examples. So basically, student, some of the examples we have to take. Then suppose very first example we have to write here. Suppose any set A is to be written in the set builder form. X is even prime number greater than 5. Suppose any of the set builder form is to be written like this, x such that x is even prime number greater than 5. Now student, you know very well about the prime number, because in the last video just we have to discuss the definition of prime number. Prime numbers are the numbers which are to be divisible by 1 or itself. Is it to be clear? And basically 1 is not considerable as the prime number. So we can say that the prime number will be started from 2. Is it to be clear? And remember only one more important thing, 2 is only the prime number which is even. 2 is only the prime number which is even, means in spite of 2 there should be no other even number that should be the prime, because if that should be the prime then and even both, then it is divisible by 2. So basically only one even prime number is to be available in the number system, and that should be 2. And here what is to be written? X such that x is even prime number greater than 5. So basically student, you can write the tabular form, then you can write the phi, because no any prime number is to be there which is said to be greater than 5. Is it to be clear? So this is the example of empty set. Suppose we have to take another example. Suppose any set B we have to take here. X is natural number. X is natural number greater than 5 and less than 6 Suppose this particular set is to be given. X is a natural number greater than 5 and less than 6. Again student, we have to just take these type of examples, because just we have to say that how the particular empty set is to be get represented in the set builder form also. Is that to be clear? Generally in the roster form we have to write only this. Is it to be clear? Particularly student, this particular in different type of examples, if we have to write the roster form or tabular form, then only we have to write a equal to 5. Means this does not specify anything. That's why we are taking the examples in which the set builder form is to be given. So easily you can get the concept of empty set here. So in this particular set be x such that x is the natural number greater than 5 or less than 6. Means we have to make the number line, suppose then here it is 5 and here suppose this is 6. Now according to the question, there should be no any natural number which will be lie between the 5 or 6. But according to the given condition, we have to write down the natural number which is greater than 5 and less than 6. Means here if any of the natural number will be lie, then we have to write this. But here no any natural number is to be obtained between 5 and 6. So basically again we can say that this b, if suppose this b is to be written in the tabular form, then in tabular form we have to write only the 5, no problem. So these type of examples you can make many more examples also. Suppose any other set C we have to write, any other C set we have to write, then suppose x such that x is a natural number, x is a natural number less than 1, suppose it is to be written. You can make many more sets here which represent the null set or 5 set, you can say that. So here what we have to write, x is a natural number less than 1. So again student, you know very well about the set of natural numbers, because set of natural numbers will be started with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Is it to be clear? So what we have to written here, x is a natural number less than 1. So basically student, no any natural number is to be obtained found which is less than 1. So again you can just provide the answer in tabular form of this set as 5. So you can just solve any of the set which is said to be the empty set. Is it to be clear? Suppose one more example we have to take. Suppose we have to take one more example. D. Suppose the name of set is to be taken as D, and here we have to write x such that x is an odd odd, or you can say that x is an odd natural number. You can say that odd natural number divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. Then student, basically it is to be written here, x is an odd natural number divisible by 2. Then what we will write? So x is an odd natural number which is divisible by 2. So student, we can write down many of the odd natural number, no problem, because odd natural numbers are to be 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. But divisible by 2 means no any odd number is to be there which is get divisible by 2, means no such type of elements are to be present in this particular type of set. So again you can say that this is D is taken as the 5. Is it to be clear? So from these examples student, you can understand the basic concept of the empty set, void set or null set, you can say that. Is it to be clear? So I think you will get the concept, because if any of the set which have no particular element, is it to be clear, then it is said to be the empty set, null set or void set. Is it to be get clear? Now you have to pause the video to note it down. Then after we will start the next type of set. After the empty set, we will take the two important set that should be known as the finite or infinite set. Is it to be clear? So pause the video to note it down each and everything. Then after we will start the next part. So next type of set student, we have to take the finite or infinite set. Finite set. Firstly we have to discuss about the finite set, then after we will take the infinite set. So basically student, finite set, the word specifies that the number of elements should be fixed, or you can say that the number of elements are countable. the number of elements of any set is countable, then it is said to be the finite set. So you can say that finite words specify that the words are countable. The words are countable. Is it to be clear? So you can say that here the words are countable. Countable. Is it to be clear? So this particular word specify the definition of this set. So you can write down the definition: sets in which the number of elements are countable. The number of elements are countable is said to be finite set. It's said to be finite set. It's said to be finite set. Is it to be clear? So you can say that the number of elements are countable. Countable means you can easily count whether the number of elements are 5, 6, 7 or many more elements, 1000, 10,000, 15,000, but there are fixed quantities of the elements are to be there, then this is said to be the finite set. So basically student, here what we have to say that suppose we have to take any example. Suppose any set A is to be written here, x such that x is natural number less than 10. X is natural number less than 10. Suppose any of the set is to be written like this, then definitely student, if we have to write the tabular form of this part, then x is any natural number less than 10, then we have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9. Is it to be clear? So basically in this particular case student, you can count the number of elements, means here number of element in this particular set will be 9, means these are to be the countable. So this is said to be the case of finite set. Suppose another example we have to write here, x such that x is vowel. X is vowel in English alphabet. X is vowel in English alphabet. Is it to be clear? So basically student, if we have to write the tabular or roster form of this part, then we have to write A, E, I, O, U like this. Is it to be clear? So again you can say that this is said to be the finite number of elements, because here in this particular set of A the number of elements are 5, means finite number of elements are to be there, then definitely it is said to be the case of finite set. So there are so many cases are to be there where you can write down the many of the examples. Is it to be clear? Suppose we have to write another set B, x such that x is the letter of word, x is the letter of word wolf. X is the letter of word wolf. WOLF. Is it to be clear? So easily student, you can say that this particular set is to be written in the roster form. Then we can write here W, then after O, then after L, then after F. Is it to be clear? So easily you can say that in this particular set B, the number of element in B, the number of element in B set is to be obtained as 4. Is it to be clear? Means there are the fixed number of elements are to be there, means the number of elements are to be get fixed. That's why these sets are so known as the finite set. So easily student, you can describe about the finite set. The name specifies that the finite means you can say that the number of elements in a particular set is countable, then it is said to be the finite set. Is it to be clear? So pause the video to note it down each and every part student, then we will move to the next type of set that should be known as the infinite set. Is it to be clear? Just reverse process of this particular type of set we will start it in the next slide. Just you have to note it down each and every part. After that we will start the next part. So the next set is said to be the infinite set. Next set is said to be the infinite set. So basically student, infinite set is which type of set is said to be the infinite? So as per the name infinite set, so you can say that the number of elements are uncountable. The number of set are uncountable, means which the number of elements are not said to be countable, means we cannot count the number of elements of any set, then it is said to be the infinite set. So we can write down the definition. So you can say that sets in which the number of elements are not countable. The number of elements are not countable is said to be infinite set. It's said to be infinite set. Is it to be clear? So basically, student, the definition is to be very clear because the name specifies that the number of elements are not countable. Suppose we have to take an example. Suppose we have to write the example. A set is to be taken as x belongs to the natural number. Suppose we have to write this particular set builder form here, and suppose we have to make the tabular form of this set, then we can say that we have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So basically, in this particular set, you cannot count the number of elements because there are infinite number of natural numbers are to be there. So you cannot count the number of elements here. Is it to be clear? Suppose we can write the set of integers. Suppose any set B we have to write, and suppose we have to write another set x equals to 2n, where n belongs to the natural number. Then again, if we have to write the tabular form of this part, then we can write the 2, then after 4, then after 6, then after 8 and so on, because here the number of elements are not countable because n belongs to the natural number. So you can say that natural number is to be there, then we can use the value of n, firstly 1, then after 2, then after 3, then after 4, and there are so many infinite number of natural numbers are to be there. So basically, student, you cannot count the number of elements here. So these are the various example related to the infinite set we can consider. Next example, suppose we have to take, suppose any set C we have to take here, and like this x, such that x equals to n square and n belongs to the natural number. Again we have to take this example, and in this example you can say that x such that x equals to n square, where n belongs to the natural number. So if we have to write the tabular form of this part, then we can write 1, then after we have to write 2 square, that is 4, 3 square will be 9, 4 square will be 16, then after we have to write the 5 square will be 25 and so on, because there are so many natural numbers are to be there. So basically, these are the some examples that related to the infinite set. So you can easily understand the thing, and the definition is to be very simple. Suppose any of the set should be represented in the tabular form, then easily you can recognize whether the given elements are to be countable or not. If the number of elements are not countable, then it is said to be the infinite set. Is it to be clear? So student, pause the video to note it down each and every part. After that, we will move to the further section of types of parts, where we will describe the equal sets. Because somewhere this particular word is to be also to be used. What should be the meaning of equal sets? Is it to be clear? So pause the video to note it down. After that, we will start the next type of set that should be known as the equal set. So the next part we will take here, the fourth one we have to take as the equal sets. What should be the meaning of equal sets? So basically, student, equal sets, what can you say about the equal sets? As per the name specify, equal means the sets which are exactly same. Exactly means same, means you can say that the number of elements, exactly same elements will be there, and the number of elements will be also same. So if any of the set has exactly same number of element in the other set, then both are said to be equal. Means you can say that two sets A and B are said to be equal sets if there are exactly, this word is very important, exactly same element. There are exactly same elements. will be there. There are exactly same elements occur in A and B. Occur in A and B. Suppose we have to take a suitable example. Suppose any set A is to be written like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And suppose any other set B that should be written as x such that x is natural number less than 6. X is, you can say that x is natural number less than 6. Natural number less than 6. Now, what can you say about the A set and B set, whether both the sets are equal or not? So basically student, when we have to compare the two sets, then first of all we have to write the same form of the given sets. Either we have to use the roster form, either we have to use the set builder form. In this particular example, in this particular type of set A, we have to use the roster form, and here in this particular type of set we have to use the set builder form. So basically student, first work is to be make the same form of the given sets. So firstly we have to write the tabular form of this particular set B. After that we have to compare the A and B set. Is it to be clear? So basically here in this B set, what is to be written? X such that x is the natural number less than 6. X is the natural number less than 6. So you can say that x is natural number less than 6. So you can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it to be clear? So basically now you can compare this set with this set A. So basically you can say that the exactly same element will be there. Means these elements and these elements are exactly same element. Means the number of element in A and B will be finite or fixed. First of all, after that we have to check the number of elements. Means exactly the same element will be appear in the another set or not. Suppose any other example we have to take. Any set A is to be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, and any other set B we have to write 3, 1, 2, 4. Now, what can you say about A set and B set? Whether they are equal or not? So basically student, here the elements are to be written in the ascending order, but here the mixed order is to be used. So there should be no confusion related to this part, because no matter of the order is to be there in the roster form, because you can use either of the increasing order, decreasing order, or you can use the mixed order. So no problem, but we have to check for the equality of the two sets, whether these elements, whether these same elements will be appear here or not. Is that to be clear? So 1 is to be available here and 1 is to be also available here. Similarly, this 2 and this 2 will be available here. After that 3 will be available here, 4. Means exactly the same element will be repeated in the two sets. Means you can say that this implies, you can say that A set is said to be the equal to the B set. Means both A and B are said to be the equal sets. Is it to be clear? So students, sometime suppose any set C we have to also mention for this part. Suppose it is to be written as 4, 2, 1, 3, 5. Is it to be clear? Then what can you say about the C, say about the A and C set? So basically here you can say that this element 5, this particular element 5 will not be in A. So you can say that A set is not equals to C set, and similarly B is not said to be C. Is it to be clear? So basically student, for the equality of the two sets, what we are saying, we are saying that each and every element that should be occur in a particular set, the same number of elements, the same kind of elements will be repeated in the second set. Then it is said to be the equal set. Is it to be clear? So the basic definition, you can say that the two sets A and B are said to be the equal sets if there are exactly same element occur in A and B. Means same number of elements, same kind of element, you can say that exactly same element will be appear where. Means we have to see these examples to understand the basic definition. Basically student, these are the very simple part. Easily you can recognize the equal sets. Is it to be clear? So you have to pause the video to note it down. Some 1 or 2 examples we will also discuss related to the equal sets. Is it to be clear? And where we have to also discuss about the finite, infinite or empty set also. Is it to be clear? So pause the video to note it down. Then after we will see the next example. So the next example we have to take here. Next example we have to take here. Suppose any set A is to be written X such that X is the letter of word, X is the letter of word better, BETTER. Suppose this particular word is to be given here, and another set B we have to write. Another set B we have to write X such that X is the letter of word loyal, LOYAL. And suppose the third set we have to write here X such that X is the letter of word, X is the letter of word alloy, ALLOY. Is it to be clear? So you can take many more sets also. Just student, we are writing each and every set builder form is to be written here. Is it to be clear? And suppose we have to write the D set also. Suppose this D set is to be written in set roster form. Is it to be clear? Suppose D set is also to be. Now we have to check which set are said to be the finite, which are said to be infinite, which are said to be empty, and which are said to be the equal. Is it to be clear? Each and everything we have to discuss related to the given example. So firstly student, we can write this set A in the tabular form. Then basically X is the letter of word better. So firstly we have to write B, then after E, then after T will be written only once, and R will be there. Is it to be clear? Similarly we have to write down the tabular form of this B set. X is the letter of word loyal. So we have to write L, O, Y and A. Is it to be clear? And lastly we have to say that the C is to be written in the set roster form, then alloy. So we have to write A, then after we have to write L, then after we have to write O, then after we have to write Y. Is it to be clear? Now student, easily you can recognize, because now the format of each and every given set will be same, because here the sum of set builder form and roster form is to be given, and here only these three set builder form are to be given. So we have to just convert the given set builder form into the roster form. Now we have to compare each and every part. So firstly, for what can you say about for A set, B set and C set and D set? These are said to be the finite set or not? These are said to be the finite set, because here the number of elements are said to be the finite. First thing, is it to be clear? So I think this thing is to be clear to each and every student, because here each and every set you can say that in A, B, C or D the number of elements are to be finite, and in the finite case you can say that the finite set is to be there. Next student, we have to compare the two sets. Firstly we have to compare A with D. Then you can say that exactly same elements will be occur in the both the set. So you can say that if we have to compare A, then A should be equal to the D. Means both A and D are said to be the equal sets. Means A and D are said to be the equal sets. Is it to be clear? Similarly, suppose this B and D is to be compared. So here the some different letters are to be there. Here the different letters are to be there. So you can say that this B is not equivalent to the D, and this B is not equivalent to the A also. Is it to be clear? But here from B and C, so here these are not said to be not equal sets. You can say that these are not equal sets. Now next, what can you say about the B and C? So here you can check the particular letter L, O, Y, A. So L will be here, O will be here, A will be here, Y. So you can say that B and C both are in both the sets exactly the same appearance of the elements are to be there. So you can say that B equals to C are said to be the equal set. These are said to be the equal sets. Is it to be clear? So student, and basically this C is to be compared with A and D. Then C is not equals to D, as well as C is not equals to A. Is it to be clear? So these are not equal sets. These are not equal sets. Is it to be clear? And neither of them will be empty set also, because in empty set basically the no element will be there, but in these sets you can easily say that basically the sum of the elements are to be available. So no one set is said to be the empty set here. Is it to be clear? So basically student, in this particular lecture or in this particular video, just we have to discuss the introduction part of the exercise 1.2, and where some basic definitions, some basic examples we have to discuss related to the types of sets, where we have to discuss first of all the empty set. After that we have to discuss about the finite set, infinite set and equal sets. Is it to be clear? So these are the some standard type of sets we have to keep in mind. Then after we will do the various question from the exercise 1.2. Is it to be clear? So you have to keep in mind each and everything related to the definition part. According to that we have to recognize the particular set. Is it to be clear? Now student, in the next video just we will start the exercise 1.2, where we will solve the basic questions that should be related to the types of sets are to be there. Is it to be clear? Till that you have to read the definition again and again. You have to see these examples, and definitely student you can understand each and every question, and yourself only you can do the questions. Is it to be clear? There should be no supplementary things are to be required to understand the answer of the questions given in your NCERT. So in the next video student, just we will start the NCERT exercise 1.2. Thank you.